Ladies and gentlemen, would like to request all of you to take your respective seats as we would see the arrival of the ceremonial procession for this celebration, the first ever National Supply Chain Excellence Awards, proudly presented by the Institute of Supply and Materials Management. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as we welcome the ceremonial procession for the inauguration of the National Supply Chain Excellence Awards and the 51st anniversary celebrations of ISMM. I'd like to call upon the following special invitees and dignitaries to join with us to do the honors in lighting this very special lamp. First, our guest of honor, Mr. Chris Oanda, the President of the International Federation of Purchasing and Supply Management. Our special guest, Mr. Namdana Ekanayaka, Chairman, Chief Executive Officer of Siam City Cement Lanka Limited, founder member of ISMM and the past President of ISMM and OPA, Mr. Jerry A. Hindalarachi, President of ISMM and Vice President of OPA, Mr. Jayanta Galaheva, immediate past President of ISMM and President-elect of OPA, Mr. Sarath Kamage, past President of ISMM and OPA, Mr. V. Ganesh, President of OPA, Ms. Ruchira Gunasekara, Attorney at Law, past Presidents of ISMM, Mr. M. Bandusena, AVM Duncan Disanayaka, Mr. Danesha Pereira, Mr. Anil Ponvira, Mr. Noel Vikramasinghe, Mr. Nalin Silva, Mr. I.G. Pereira, Vice Presidents of ISMM, Mr. Dimuka Hemanta, Major General Reina Kudavatta, Mr. Lilanta Subasinghe, General Secretary of ISMM, Dr. Engineer Sanath Divakara, and Treasurer of ISMM, Mr. Darshana Vijayaman. Would like to call upon the members of the head table to come near your respective seating areas. We are expecting the arrival of Honorable Minister of Health and Industries, Dr. Ramesh Pathirana. In the meantime, would like to call upon guest of honor, Mr. Chris Oanda, President of IFPSM. Our special guest, Mr. Namdana Ekanayaka, Chairman, Chief Executive Officer of Siam City Cement Lanka Limited. Mr. Jayanta Galaheva, President of ISMM and Vice President of OPA. Mrs. Sumitra Galaheva, Mr. Sarath Kamage, immediate past President of ISMM and President-elect of OPA, Mr. Jerry A. Hindalarachi, founder member of ISMM and past President of ISMM and OPA, Mr. Dimuka Hemanta, Vice President of ISMM and Chairman of the National Supply Chain Day and 51st Anniversary Management Committee, Dr. Engineer Sanath Divakara, General Secretary of ISMM, and Mr. Darshana Vijayaman, Treasurer of ISMM. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the national anthem of Sri Lanka.
Sundara Siri Bhagini
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain upstanding to observe 1 minute silence in memory of all the past members of ISMM who are no more with us. Thank you very much, everyone. Please be seated.
Rising from the ashes of an economic downturn, Sri Lanka is now experiencing a remarkable resurgence. Central to this revival is the pivotal role of supply chain management in driving efficiency, cost-effectiveness, and overall competitiveness within industries. Through strategic adoption of supply chain management practices, businesses in Sri Lanka are optimizing their operations, reducing costs, and gaining a strong competitive edge. This renewed focus on supply chain management has become the bedrock of success, propelling the nation towards a brighter future.
The Institute of Supply and Materials Management of Sri Lanka is the national and pioneer institute for supply chain management education in Sri Lanka, was established in 1972 and incorporated by an Act of Parliament in 1981. In 1980, ISMM was affiliated to the International Federation of Purchasing and Supply Management, IFPSM, which is the world body encompassing 44 national and regional purchasing associations, having more than 250,000 professionals engaged in purchasing and supply chain management across the world. In recognition of the expertise in the industry, ISMM was able to obtain the membership of the Organization of Professional Associations of Sri Lanka, OPA, in year 1976. Over 20,000 supply chain professionals have been generated by ISMM throughout the 5 decades of service to the industry. We are the only professional and recognized institute in Sri Lanka to produce supply chain experts across the nation. Our members hold key positions in numerous private and public sector organizations, making significant supply chain decisions for the industry. With 30 programs encompassing certificate, management, advanced diploma, and the graduate diploma levels, ISMM generates more than 1,000 experts in each year while expanding its activities in the industry. We have signed a MOU with the Industrial Development Board of Sri Lanka with the aim of creating a local supply chain framework to uplift the domestic industry.
On the 24th of October 1972, a group of professionals comprising of heads of logistics in the armed services, executives from the private sector, and the director of the government supplies got together and formed the Institute of Supplies and Materials Management. Since then, the institute has gone from strength to strength and having over 3,500 membership and having also just completed 50 years with a big celebration. The government of Sri Lanka has decided to declare the 24th of October every year as the National Supply Chain Day.
ISMM proudly maintains affiliations with esteemed institutions in the field of supply chain management. These include the International Federation of Purchasing and Supply Management, IFPSM, based in the United Kingdom, the Organization of Professional Associations, OPA, in Sri Lanka, the Tertiary and Vocational Education Commission, TVEC, in Sri Lanka, the Asian Pacific Logistics Federation, APLF, in Singapore, and the International Trade Center, ITC, in Switzerland. These affiliations strengthen ISMM's reputation, foster global collaborations, and ensure a comprehensive and internationally recognized education in supply chain management. Through these valuable partnerships, ISMM is committed to providing students with a well-rounded and globally relevant learning experience.
We are evaluating market demand and developing new courses while enhancing facilities for students not only in Colombo but focusing on other regions as well. The Government of Sri Lanka recognizes graduate diploma along with the corporate membership of the ISMM is equivalent to first or second class honours degree relevant to the field of purchasing and supply chain management awarded by recognized university. We are the only professional body for supply chain which is recognized by the government and the professionals of Sri Lanka.
Today's supply chains have multiple layers of suppliers and customers, and many other organizations such as financial institutions, designers of products and services, software developers, and original equipment manufacturers. These complexities resembles to a web rather than a linear supply chain, and dependencies of the players are increased. All these complexities at the end of the day demands competent people with knowledge, skill and discipline to execute supply chains successfully.
So as a company, what we have tried to do is to try and see how we could make the end-to-end connection in supply chain solutions through various technologies being introduced, and to even work on initiatives like predictive analytics through artificial intelligence, blockchain, and this is all to make the whole supply chain more efficient. I must express my heartfelt gratitude to ISMM for declaring the 24th of October as the National Supply Chain Day in Sri Lanka, and for driving continuous excellence across the supply chain industry.
By introducing this transformative dimension to Sri Lanka, the Institute of Supply and Materials Management takes pride in its leading role as a distinguished educational institute, shaping a dynamic future for businesses. ISMM stands at the forefront, nurturing skilled professionals in the field of supply chain management and empowering the youth of this nation to achieve success and accomplishment. With a legacy spanning over 50 years, ISMM continues to be a beacon of excellence, driving the growth and innovation in supply chain management for many more years to come. The Institute of Supply and Materials Management partner with the pioneer in supply chain education. Ladies and gentlemen, today we stand on the brink of history. For the very first time, the government has declared 24th October in each year as the National Supply Chain Day in Sri Lanka. Considering the global and national importance of supply chain management, and also to facilitate wider prosperity and growth of economic affairs of Sri Lanka through training and developing supply chain professionals. In order to augment and provide momentum to this initiative, a pioneering and sustainable partnership has been formed between the Ministry of Industries, representing the government, and the Institute of Supply and Materials Management, also in collaboration with the Industries Development Board. Together we embark on a journey to uplift national supply chains and drive industry growth. It's our pleasure to welcome you to this exciting endeavor as we launch the National Supply Chain Day celebrations. Join us in strengthening national supply chains to pave the way for a more prosperous industrial landscape.
Ladies and gentlemen, the story of Institute of Supply and Materials Management and the declaration of the National Supply Chain Day.